Hi, I'm Brian Shilliver, one of the founding partners and chief correspondent for This Week in FM. You find me at our club environment in the City of London and in a rather exclusive room, the locker room. But taking the sporting analogy a little bit further, this is where we're also going to do some interviews with our club members. Let's see if I throw them a curveball, whether they knock it out of the park or whether they strike out and don't make it to first base. Let's see who's stepping up to the plate today. Martin Freeman, Q3 Services. Welcome to the locker room.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here. Hello, I'm Martin Freeman. I've been in the service industry all of my life. Latterly, 27 years with Mighty Group, and in April 2018 started up a new company called Q3 Services, which we're going to be talking about today.
I'll read something from your website. Q3, a boutique British FM company that is changing the way clients benefit from outsourced services. Tell me, Martin, how are you going to do that in any meaningful way that is any different from all those FM companies that come before you?
Okay, thanks. I think it's a good question. I think coming from a large organisation, I was with Mighty for 27 years, and when we were growing the business, when it was small, we had aspirations for growth and doing the right thing. And I think as you continue to grow and you have different challenges, whether they be financial, non-financial and operational, some of those core ethoses that you had originally tend to disappear over time. I think with Q3 what we're trying to do is set the culture from the beginning, right? So we advocate sort of total transparency with the client. I think people talk about it, but they don't actually do it. We don't want to over-profit from not providing great services. In fact, we're offering a guarantee or a warranty of our services that if we don't perform well or properly or to the client's satisfaction, that we don't want to profit from that. That we share in the profitability, any profitability we have with our staff, and that we work in a totally sort of transparent and open manner with our clients. And we only work with clients who value the fantastic services that FM companies can provide.
Martin, I know you're big on technology, but every company I know is claiming tech as a differentiator. But if everyone's doing tech, how can it be a differentiator?
I think you're absolutely right and correct in pointing that out. I think the thing with technology is even the technology itself is becoming commoditized. So the technology that collects the data, like beacons, sensors, you can just buy off the shelf. The key to technology is what you actually do with that and the information that comes out of it, how that advises the clients on how they should use the building and how you can deploy your staff in a better and more efficient way.
You talk about creating healthy workplaces for your customers' employees and making the working environment better for your own employees. But isn't it true that customers aren't interested really in all that well-being mumbo jumbo, and thus the hope of getting your employees better conditions is only ever going to happen on the most extraordinary contracts?
I think there are certain clients in certain sectors that will always buy on price. They have done in the past and they will do in the future. I do think there are particular clients that understand they've got to provide great buildings for people to work in if they're going to attract the best talent. And there is a war for talent out there. People don't want to work Monday to Friday anymore. They want to work when they think it's right for them, when it's right for their families. And the building is an extension of their own personal work-life balance. So I think a lot of clients now have definitely cottoned on to providing better buildings and better services through FM companies to their building users.
Martin Freeman, you've been around the block, and I have to say you've got an impressive CV.
Thank you.
Some major companies, including your last post, which was with Mighty before setting out with Q3. But now you're running what's effectively an SME. What do you think in hindsight about those big public companies that have dominated the FM sector for so long?
I've enjoyed my time with Mighty, 27 years with them, and I think there's always going to be a need for the large companies out there in the marketplace with a client who wants to offer a complete national or global portfolio. The small SMEs are going to be unable to to deal with that. I think that the issue is that do the clients believe that the models that are out there, the 3 or 4 different models, are the right models for the future? Can one company be the best cleaning company, security company, catering company and M&E company? I'm not sure, with some of the bad publicity that's been around recently, whether clients are starting to change their views on the ability of those organisations to deliver all services.
Martin Friend, Q3 Services. I think we might call that a home run.
Thank you, Brian.